Tell me what
fun.
you see, soldier.
They're mobilizing the militia. Looks like a lot of activity down there.
They've been warned. It won't be of any use. The plan doesn't change. Captains, prepare your men. Their leader, Administrator Tarina, must not survive the battle. Everything else is secondary to that objective.
Well, with me I'm gonna take maybe Mandalore. No, I'm gonna take Korea because experience and Aten. I'm gonna take Aten. I like him. That's reason enough for me. Okay, now, change weapons. I like how they just spawned. Cheyenne, Aten, use Cheyenne. Good, smart.
Just say the word.
Alright, let's go! Holy hell, this is laggy! Wait. No, we cannot have them destroy that. I've got this guy. Did I get inside? Nope. Second group's coming. And they went right by me. I think I may have went too far a bit. Hey guys! Do not let them do anything! Go! No! Use the force! I've got this guy.
Lost too many soldiers. Fall back inside.
Alright, so now we're inside.
So you're the Jedi. I take it you are responsible for the surprises we've had during this battle. Stand aside. Our quarrel is with a distinguished administrator. This isn't your problem.
Why do you want her dead?
She's inconvenient and doesn't know the chain of command. She will pay for that.
I won't let you kill her.
Then you've allied with these flaming settlers. The galaxy doesn't tolerate weakness. I was trained at Malak's Academy. Your tricks won't work on me. You're just another dead Jedi to me.
Sorry I was held up, but it looks like I've arrived in time to pull you out of your predicament.
Kill them all.
Not really, you didn't. Oh look, level up! Oh look, I got a feat. Awesome! I don't know what to get though. Maybe a Master Jedi Defense. That sounds like a good deal. Powers. Oh great, I have 2 powers. Wait, improved force camouflage, what's that do? I'm actually gonna go with some dark side powers now. Because I don't really care. Okay, so let me see my powers. What's improved camouflage do? Plus 4 stealth skill to their power. Screw you! I should have done this instead of all those force. Oh shit! Using force lightning is so damn awesome!
Thank you so much for your aid. You can be sure that Dantooine will not forget how the Jedi protected us from this place.
The Jedi? It was just one Jedi, actually, and I'm considered an outcast by other Jedi.
I'm sorry to offend you. You are, of course, our savior, and I am very grateful to you.
I'm happy to help.
We are a humble community, and this conflict has greatly diminished our resources. I hope this reward will be sufficient.
I don't think that Kreia will like me taking... Please keep the credits and use them to rebuild Khoonda. I don't think that Kreia will like that. But you know, since when have I ever given a shit about what Kreia thinks? Actually doesn't really matter. That'll do.
Thank you again, brave Jedi. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much work to do. Dantooine will be slow to rebuild, but I am
Last
confident now that we will one day achieve prosperity.
4,000 credits,
Khoonda
750.
is safe in no small part due to you. I feel certain that the Administrator wouldn't have made it without your assistance. I may have misjudged you. In any case, I am free to talk about whatever you wish.
Where are all the Jedi?
There are a few of us left, but I do not even know if the others still live. We may be the last. We've been forced to divide our forces and retreat to places which will be difficult for our enemies to detect and attack.
Where are the other Jedi?
We have chosen to hide our presences from each other, so that the discovery of one will not endanger the others.
How can you contact each other?
We cannot. And we have resolved not to until we have found where the Sith are striking from. But even as our numbers thin, there is still no trace of them. We had hoped to outmaneuver them. By letting them believe themselves victorious, we thought they would become bold and step from the shadows.
And what then?
Then, all of us who remained vowed to meet here on Dantooine. From here, we can plan a course of action and carry the battle to them. But so far they remain in hiding, and Jedi continue to vanish and die.
I've already met with Zeskael upon Nar Shaddaa.
Nar Shaddaa? Why would he go there?
Zeskael was looking for the bounty hunters attacking the Jet. He believed that the life of Nar Shaddaa could conceal him.
It is good that you bring word of him, but you must not speak of it to others. It will only put him and any other Jedi who remain in danger.
There must be a way to assemble all the Jedi.
We cannot. And we have
Okay,
but
right.
even if we
Right. Want to talk about something else? What happened to the
We
Jedi?
are at war, but it is unlike any war we have fought before. We have yet to even meet our attackers in battle. Somehow our enemy is targeting us through the Force, striking, then retreating to the shadows. The gathering of any Jedi seems to attract them like a beacon. So it was necessary to divide our forces and conceal ourselves for a time until we could learn more of this threat.
Why did you come to Dantooine?
Great tragedies, old battlegrounds. Places of suffering all leave wounds on the galaxy and in the Force. In such places the deaths of so many echo. So much so that it is difficult to center oneself. By coming here, those echoes serve to mask my presence, allowing me to investigate the ruins and try to find some clues as to who our attackers are.
But if you can mask your presence here, couldn't the other Jedi?
The Miraluka world of Qatar taught us a terrible lesson. Many Jedi gathered there in an attempt to use the Force to find the location of the enemy. Now the planet is no more. Master Zar, Master Dorak, and many more perished there, and we do not know why or how. But all life on the planet ceased to exist. I was not on Qatar when it was destroyed, but now that it is dead, it has left its echo, like Dantooine. It was after Qatar that the few of us left realized that wherever we gathered, we were placing others in danger, not just Jedi.
Want to talk about something else?
You have more questions?
Why are you in hiding?
We were not in hiding, despite what you believe. This threat is striking through the Force. There's a reason that we cannot detect it. It is somehow masking its presence from us.
How is that possible?
I do not know. There are techniques in the Force that hide one's presence and thoughts from other Force users. But I do not believe that such techniques alone would be capable of hiding the enemies we face. It does not seem possible.
So why are you here?
Jedi sanctuaries, places of learning, conclaves, many of them secret, have been attacked. That requires that our enemy knew of our whereabouts, or had access to records and holocrons from the Enclave here on Dantooine.
Holocrons?
There was much Jedi teaching buried here before the planet was attacked. In the hands of our enemies, such knowledge could be used to track and kill Jedi, find other enclaves, gathering places. And so much has been plundered from here that now many secrets of the Jedi have been spread throughout the galaxy. So I did what I could, attempting to let myself be captured. I hoped that it would lead me to the Sith and the stolen artifacts.
Did you find any presence of the Sith on Dantooine?
The Sith attacked this place once, and only they would seek the death of the Jedi with such obsession, and be able to be as successful as they have. But the destruction of Dantooine, it is difficult to sense the presence of any Force users here. If any Sith are here, I cannot detect them.
But that is not the only reason you came to Dantooine.
Yes, perhaps I wish to see this place one more time. It has changed much, as I knew it had, but I had to see it for myself. You have more questions for me?
I need to know why you cast me out of the Order.
Because you defied the Council and followed Revan to war. And from that war came another. Do you know how many worlds were destroyed in those wars? Dantooine, Telos, Sirocco? Do you see now why we counseled caution instead of action? You were the only one to come back and face judgment. But that was because you had lost your connection to the Force. Another casualty of war. No doubt you still blame us for your exile. I had hoped your isolation would give you time to reflect on what had happened, what you had done. But I see it as not. You have more questions for me?
Why did you cut me off from the Force?
We did nothing to you. Accuse us if you will, but it will not change the truth. Cutting one off from the Force. Such punishments are reserved for only a few. Although it was within our power, we did not inflict such a loss upon you. Your loss was a casualty of war, no more.
But I have re-established my connection to the Force.
Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel such from you. I feel nothing but what I felt in the Council Judgment Chamber on Coruscant so long ago. Still, you and your connections were often a subject of debate in the Council. It is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others, has caused the Force to stir within you again. You have more questions for me?
In the end of my trial, you and the other master said something had happened to me. What was it?
You have seen the end of your trial. Perhaps you would like to explain how you came to this knowledge.
I heard it in a holo transcription of my trial.
That was intended only for the Jedi Council. If what remains of the Council chooses to tell you, then I will abide by their decision and its consequences.
Don't you think I have a right to know?
There is little I can tell you. Master Kavar felt something had happened to you in the war, but all he had was suspicions, not truths. And Kavar was too close to you in any event. He, too, felt the call of war and took to battle more than a Jedi should. His speculations would not help you now. But enough of this. It is knowledge for the Council alone until they choose to reveal it. You have more questions for me?
Yes, I do. Do you know anything about Force bonds? And how to end them?
Force bonds? Yes. It is the bond that grows between master and student. Are you saying you have bonded with another?
Yes, and the connection is lethal.
Such bonds normally grant strength to both, but not to such a degree. Are you certain? Perhaps it is merely what you believe. Still, your ability to form such connections, to influence others, was always a subject of discussion, even when you were a student here. Perhaps it is a punishment of a sort. But a bond that ties two lives together, such bonds do not seem natural to me. And with your loss of connection to the Force, it seems such a connection would be impossible.
But I have re-established my connection
Perhaps
to
it
the
is
Force.
done too
Oh,
late.
screw
Still,
you.
it is. You have more.
The Sith have revealed themselves.
Have they? I've seen no evidence of them upon Dantooine. Only murderers and raiders.
They exist. They've already attacked me.
Why would they attack you? You are no Jedi. You cannot feel the Force.
I do not know. They believe me to be a Jedi.
For some reason, I believe you. Still, I am curious as to how they would know to find you. Your trial was not public knowledge. Regardless, these Sith have struck, and you survived. This is more knowledge than I had before. And that means the Jedi may gather. If you can find others, or find some trace of the Sith threat, then we shall gather here on Dantooine. And from there we may decide what can be done. You have more questions?
I'll be going now.
I suppose there is something I should show you. It will keep you alive long enough to prove useful. Now watch and learn. This form is a Taru. Because it is such an aggressive fighting style, you should only use it against single opponents. And don't try using this form amidst heavy fire. Nothing is more embarrassing for a Jedi than to be cut down by a stray blaster shot. I don't know how you learned that so quickly. Still, your form is sloppy. Keep practicing to tighten it up and you'll be fine.
Short lightsaber. Another one. Let's see. Ataru. Single opponent, not against many opponents. Well, now let's talk to the settlers. Hi.
They say the Jedi saved us from the mercenaries. I guess we should stop.
Hi.
They say the Jedi saved us from the mercenaries.
Oh look,
I
remains.
guess I should stop blaming them for the troubles on Dantooine.
Is there anything else I could use? No, doesn't look like it. Hi, Zeron.
Thanks for your help with the mercenaries. I hope someday I'll be able to return the favor.
You will. Hi.
You are always welcome here, Jedi.
Thank you.
I saw you fighting the mercenaries just a...
Hi.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess my ego clouded my judgment.
Well, a dumb LARP is gone. Maybe he died. I don't know. Did anybody die? Okay, so now I can go back to Nar Shaddaa and tell Buddy Boy I have a new trader, so he's gonna get new items. No, seriously, did that guy die? I really hope not, but he could have. If he died, it was my fault because I recruited him. She didn't. Hi.
That was some intense fighting. I'm glad we both made it through. And the mercenaries didn't.
I'm kind of interested in the scavenger's opinion or salvager's opinion, but on the other hand, I really don't care. Hi. Hi, it's Mark here. If you need any more goods, my prices will be as low as always, especially for you. I'd like to see your wares. Do you have anything useful? No, you do not. Let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Nar Shaddaa, get the trade route, and then I'll split it. Oh, you guys. Hi. I'm gonna use Force Lightning on you.
Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities.
Actually, that's gonna work better. Wow, Adney did a pretty good job right now. I'm impressed with your first focus. Hi.
You're one of those cursed soldiers that tore up Khoonda.
Oh, suck a cock.